Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek and welcome back to my channel. A lot of people ask me this question. Abhishek, I optimized my resume, I optimized my LinkedIn profile, Naukri, and my profile in different job portals. But still I'm finding it difficult to get a job opportunity. Why? Now this is a serious question. Often people ask me, so I keep thinking about it. I kept thinking about it for some time last week. I looked at different resumes and this is what I figured out. You know, after looking at different resumes of the channel members, I realized 90% of the resumes are same. It may be because most of the times we look at people who got the job in the respective field, we approach them, we take their resume as reference, and we prepare our resume. So 90% of resumes are almost the same. In today's video, I'll show you how a generic resume looks like. This might be the thing that is blocking your opportunity because your profile is similar to others' profile. And I'll also show you two other resumes, which are unique, something that I prepared. You can get inspired by these resumes. I'll also share all these three resumes in the Telegram channel. The link will be in the description. But yeah, this is a very useful video. Potentially, this can help you land or this can help you get a new job opportunity. So try to watch this video till the end. And if you have any suggestions, do let me know in the comment section. So this is a standard resume that I'm seeing. Basically, a professional summary, a common professional summary. I don't think the professional summary would matter a lot. Recruiters would not spend a lot of time reading this, apart from your years of experience and your current job description. Technical skills, people usually put this in tabular format or they put it in a format that is more readable. But just for simplicity, I put this in a one-liner. Now here comes the actual thing, professional summary or professional experience. These are the points that I've seen a lot of people writing. Designed and maintained CI/CD pipelines using Jenkins or GitHub Actions to automate build and deployment process across multiple environments. Basically a CI/CD point. Manage Kubernetes deployments using Docker for development, staging, and production environments. Basically a Kubernetes point. Provisioned and maintained AWS infrastructure using Terraform. Very generic point on Terraform. Of course, you are showing that you have experience on Terraform, but trust me, a lot of people are writing the same point. Implemented monitoring and alerting using Prometheus and Grafana. Managed AWS services including EC2, IAM, RDS, VPC. Trust me, 90% of the people, they are talking about the same AWS services. And the point is also exactly same. Managed AWS services, and they mention the list of services that they worked on. Collaborated with development teams for release cycles, performed troubleshooting and root cause analysis, implemented backup and recovery procedures, managed Linux services, participated in production support. Of course, you have covered most of the keywords in this. I'm not saying this is a bad resume. Actually, this is a good resume because you have highlighted the CI/CD point. You have highlighted Kubernetes, AWS, monitoring, observability, AWS, which is a cloud platform, your troubleshooting skills. So it's a good resume, but points are very generic. And again, like let's say they have worked in two different companies. In the previous company, they mention less number of points and less relevant DevOps experience, right? 2024 to 2026, points that are trending in the market right now. And previous years of experience, they usually mention about system administration experience, Linux experience, or Ansible experience, skills that were relevant previously. Now, this is a quite common resume that I see. Now, let me show you how you can make your resume unique, right? So this is one resume that I've prepared. Professional summary, as I told you, this does not have a lot of significance apart from your years of experience and your current skill. Make sure your current skill or the designation is DevOps engineer. Do not mention something else. Technical skills, I'll skip this point as well. Let me read the professional experience for you. And what are the changes that I made in the resume. Once again, you will find all these resumes on the Telegram channel. As soon as the video is live, you can go to the Telegram channel. Link will be in the description, and you will find all the 3 resumes there. If you want, you can download it and get inspired by these resumes. Okay, don't copy paste. Anyways, let's go back. Design and maintain CI/CD pipelines using Jenkins and GitHub Actions for multiple engineering teams, improving deployment consistently and reducing manual intervention. See the same point, but I try to change the point a bit so that this does not look the same thing in every resume. Of course, I'll talk about other points as well. Managed Kubernetes based application deployment across development, staging, and production environments while supporting release management activities. Developed reusable Terraform modules that standardized infrastructure provisioning across projects and environments. Basically, in this point, I'm not just saying I have experience with Terraform, but I'm also saying I have experience with Terraform modules, Terraform environments, and how to use Terraform across different projects. Implemented monitoring and alerting using Prometheus and Grafana, improving visibility into infrastructure and application health. Right? Instead of just saying I have experience with Prometheus, I'm talking about Prometheus for infrastructure, that is observability for infrastructure and application monitoring. Participated in production support and root cause analysis activities for critical customer facing applications. These kind of points are very important in today's job market, because in today's market with AI, there are a lot of critical incidents in production. So your troubleshooting and production support experience, not production support, but your incident response experience is very, very important. I would recommend you to add points like this, right? Worked on AWS optimization initiatives by identifying underutilized resources and improving cloud resource utilization. I'm not just mentioning that I have experience with ABC cloud services, but I'm talking about the niche skill like AWS cloud cost optimization. Automated operational tasks using Python and shell scripting, reducing manual effort for routine activities. Integrated vulnerability scanning and security validation into CI/CD workflows in collaboration with security teams. See, I would encourage you to add some points like this. Points where you can demonstrate your DevSecOps experience, security experience. Because again, in the world of AI, security is becoming very critical. I'm sure I don't have to tell you how many security incidents are we seeing day by day. So when you have such points in your resume, there is a probability your resume will stand out and you will have better opportunities. Supported modernization initiatives involving application containerization and Kubernetes adoption, right? And then in other project, just like the previous thing, I mentioned experience on Jenkins pipelines because it is 2022-2024. More than GitHub Actions, people used to use Jenkins. So I mentioned Jenkins experience, Docker experience, basic monitoring experience, backup and recovery experience, Linux experience, right? So this is one way how you can make your resume stand out. I'll also show you other resume. But Abhishek, are you saying that we should not have generic points? No, it's not that you should not have generic points. See, you can have mix of these 2 resumes. Like you can have some generic points and you can have some points that stand out or some points that are extraordinary. Probably that's what I did in second resume. You will find some points which are very common and some points that keep your resume stand out from others. Now this resume, you will also probably find it interesting. This is other way how I would encourage you to prepare your resume. After professional summary, probably add a short section for career highlights so that recruiters or maybe HR or engineering panel who is going to take your interview, instead of going through the entire thing, initially they will find this career highlights and they will go through it. Here you can talk about some achievements, you can talk about the awards that you got, things like that. Now let me quickly go through the professional experience, show you how I made this resume even more unique. This is common, this is little unique, this is more unique. Led the implementation of GitHub-based deployment workflows using Kubernetes and Argo CD, improving deployment consistency and auditability across environments. How many of you have points like this, where you not only talk about CI/CD experience, but you also talk about modern CI/CD practices like GitOps, Argo CD, and how you use GitOps in combination with Kubernetes. Designed reusable environments and deployment templates that accelerated onboarding of applications while maintaining compliance standards. Compliance standards. Built end-to-end observability solution integrating metrics, logs, traces to improve troubleshooting and operational visibility. Partnered with application teams and architects to improve platform scalability, reliability, and operational readiness. Implemented governance practices using Terraform and AWS, control across multiple cloud environments. Basically, within the organization, you will have different cloud environments, dev, staging, and production. What I'm trying to say here, I have set up or I led the implementation where I designed and defined the governance across different environments. AWS dev, AWS staging, and AWS production. And I use Terraform for that. Slightly different way of demonstrating your experience on Terraform. Led cost optimization. You will find this point in every resume that I prepare because cost optimization is something that I'm really obsessed with. But yeah, led cost optimization initiatives involving right sizing, automation. So this is how you can add unique points to your resume. And also once you cross 4 to 5 years of experience, I would recommend points like this. Mentored junior engineers on Kubernetes operations, infrastructure as code, observability, and production troubleshooting. Contributed to platform engineering initiatives focused on improving developer experience and deployment velocity. Add points like this. Not only your general day-to-day activities, but something that you did extraordinary or out of your box or out of your regular day-to-day activities. Right? So these are some things. Again, in the previous experience, you can keep the points. Usually developer interviewers, they focus on your present experience. Very rarely they go to the previous experience and try to read the previous experience until and unless your previous experience is very different. Let's say your current experience is DevOps and your past experience is QA. Then they will be very curious. What were you doing as a QA engineer? And how did you transition to DevOps engineer? So in those cases, they will definitely go through your past experience as well. But when your overall experience is DevOps, they'll focus less on the past. So probably you can add 7 to 8 points in your previous experience and more points in your current experience. Right? So I took a lot of time in preparing all these 3 resumes. This is a standard one. Most of you might have it. You can take a look at resume 2, resume 3, and get inspired by these points and make your resume unique. Perfect. So this is the video for today. Short, informative, and insightful. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comment section, especially about resume preparation, or if you have questions about adding specific topic to your resume, I'm more than happy to help you. See you all in the next video. Take care. And yeah, one thing, before I conclude, also people ask about LinkedIn, Naukri, how to prepare those profiles. Very simple. Once you prepare your resume, just copy these points. Like let's say this is your current experience. Just copy these points and add it to your LinkedIn current experience. Similarly under Naukri as well. You don't have to take extra effort while optimizing your LinkedIn and Naukri profiles. Just spend enough time on your resume. When I say enough time, it is even fine if you spend 2 to 3 days preparing your resume. If you have someone that can review your resume, go ahead. Request them to review your resume. Ask them if there is a way how you can improve your resume. Perfect? Cool.